Cal Jericho, the last stand against an alien threat. The sun bleeds across the horizon, painting the desert in shades of fire. Cal Jericho stands at the edge of his outpost, battered binoculars pressed to his eyes. The distant rumble of explosions punctuates the eerie silence. Cal lowers the binoculars, jaw clenched. "Another day in paradise," he mutters, voice rough from disuse. He moves with practiced efficiency, boots crunching on sun-baked earth as he begins his perimeter check. Each step is measured, every movement precise, military training ingrained in muscle memory. The first defense turret whirs to life as he approaches. Cal's fingers dance across the control panel, running diagnostics. "Systems nominal," he reports to no one. The habit of verbal confirmation dies hard. As he rounds the corner to the second turret, a flicker of movement catches his eye. Cal drops into a crouch, hand instinctively reaching for his sidearm. Just a lizard. He exhales slowly, willing his heart rate to steady. "Getting jumpy in your old age, Jericho," he chides himself. The routine continues, check, adjust, repeat. It's mind-numbing work, but it keeps the memories at bay, mostly. As twilight deepens, Cal completes his circuit. He pauses at the outpost entrance, scanning the darkening sky one last time. "All clear," he announces to the empty desert, "at least for now." With a final glance at the horizon, Cal steps inside. The heavy door seals behind him with a pneumatic hiss, locking out the world he's tried so hard to forget. Cal's hand freezes on the door panel. Something's off. He spins, snatching the binoculars from his belt. There, a pinprick of light streaking across the indigo sky. "Debris," he mutters, but even as the word leaves his lips, his gut tightens. The object's trajectory is too controlled, its speed too constant. Cal tracks its path, muscles tensing. No way in hell that's space junk. His mind races, assessing potential threats. Faction drone, new weapon system. The possibilities spiral, each more alarming than the last. A flash of memory intrudes, screams, gunfire, the acrid stench of burning flesh. Cal grits his teeth, forcing the images away. "Focus, soldier," he growls. The object grows larger, its path unmistakably aimed towards his sector. Cal's breath quickens, adrenaline flooding his system. "Incoming bogey," he reports out of habit, then laughs bitterly. "Right, no one's listening anymore, Jericho." He lowers the binoculars, eyes never leaving the sky. His fingers brush the butt of his pistol, a small comfort against the unknown threat hurtling his way. "What the hell are you?" Cal whispers, a mix of dread and curiosity churning in his gut. The sky transforms before Cal's eyes. What began as a single point of light multiplies, blazing trails crisscrossing the darkening expanse. The air itself seems to ignite, an eerie orange glow casting long shadows across the barren landscape. "Shit," Cal breathes, his jaw clenching. This is no debris, no new faction weapon. His combat-honed instincts scream a truth he can barely comprehend. Aliens. It's a goddamn invasion. He tears his gaze from the burning sky, sprinting towards his makeshift armory. Years of isolation evaporate in an instant, replaced by the razor-sharp focus of a soldier preparing for battle. "Should have known retirement was too good to be true," Cal mutters, yanking open reinforced cabinets. His hands move with practiced efficiency, selecting weapons and gear. The weight of his old assault rifle is comfortingly familiar as he checks its mechanisms. "Still beautiful," he murmurs, slapping in a fresh magazine. Cal straps on body armor, the well-worn plates a grim testament to past conflicts. He loads his belt with grenades, each placement precise. "Just like riding a bike," he says, a humorless smile tugging at his lips. "If that bike was trying to kill you." As he works, his mind races through tactical scenarios. Defend the outpost? Make a run for it? Every option seems equally suicidal against an unknown, technologically superior force. Cal pauses, listening to the growing roar from above. "Out of the frying pan," he mutters, shouldering his pack, "and into the cosmic fire." Cal's eyes narrow as he surveys his outpost's defenses. The perimeter's rigged with proximity mines, but against aircraft, useless. The automated turrets might buy him time if they even recognize the alien tech as a threat. Choke points, he mutters, mind racing. Gotta funnel them in, use the terrain. He mentally catalogues his arsenal. Pulse rifles, EMP grenades, old-school claymores. A dark chuckle escapes him. Bringing a knife to a spaceship fight? Cal's gaze falls on the worn photograph taped to his weapons locker. Faded smiles of his old units stare back at him. Memories flood in. The ambush, the screams, his own desperate flight. Not this time, he growls, touching the photo. I won't fail again. His fingers linger on the image. For a moment, the hardened soldier facade cracks. Wish you were here, Martinez, Cal whispers. You'd know what to do. The photo's edge is singed, a permanent reminder of how it all ended. Cal's throat tightens. Sorry I couldn't save you, any of you. A distant explosion snaps him back to reality. Cal squares his shoulders, pushing the grief aside. Time to make you proud, team, he says, grabbing his rifle. One last stand. Cal's fingers dance over his gear, muscle memory taking over. He checks the power cell on his pulse rifle, the satisfying hum confirming its charge. Grenades click into place on his belt, their weight a grim comfort. All right, he mutters. Let's see what we're dealing with. He steps to the observation slit, binoculars raised. The alien ships slice through the hazy twilight, their sleek forms unlike anything he's seen before. No hard edges, just organic curves that seem to absorb the fading light. Definitely not Coalition tech, Cal breathes, or Eastern Alliance. His enhanced hearing picks up a faint, high-pitched whine. It sets his teeth on edge, growing louder with each passing second. Shit, he hisses, ducking instinctively as a smaller craft zips overhead. They're faster than they look. Cal's mind races, tactical assessments flowing rapid fire. No visible weapons. Doesn't mean they're not armed. Size suggests dropships. Ground assault incoming? He scans the horizon, searching for signs of a landing zone. The desert stretches vast and empty, offering no cover, no advantage. Come on, Cal growls, frustration building. Give me something to work with. A flash of movement catches his eye. In the distance, a shimmering distortion forms like heat waves on steroids. Cloaking tech, he realizes, a chill running down his spine. They could be anywhere. Cal's fingers tighten on his rifle. Every shadow suddenly feels threatening, every rustle of wind a potential enemy. Bring it on, you alien bastards, he whispers, a grim smile forming. I've been waiting for a good fight. The airlock hisses open. Cal steps out, the desert wind whipping his face, carrying the acrid scent of dust and ozone. His posture shifts instinctively, shoulders back, chin up, every muscle coiled and ready. The soldier in him awakens, pushing aside years of isolation. Just like Karachi, he mutters, tasting sand on his lips, minus the radiation. The sky burns orange and crimson, alien ships cutting black silhouettes against the dying light. Cal's eyes narrow, tracking their descent. Multiple vectors, he assesses aloud, voice gruff from disuse. Coordinated attack pattern. These aren't scavengers. His gaze sweeps the horizon one final time. The vast emptiness that once offered solace now feels like a tactical nightmare. No cover, no reinforcements, just him against an unknown enemy. A memory flashes screams of his dying unit, the chaos of their last stand. Cal's jaw clenches. Not this time, he growls. The whine of alien engines grows louder. Cal checks his weapon, the familiar weight grounding him. All right, you bastards, he says, a hint of anticipation creeping into his voice. Let's see what you've got. As the first ship touches down, kicking up a storm of sand, Cal allows himself a grim smile. The old fire rekindles in his chest, purpose, clarity, the rush of impending battle. Welcome to Earth, he mutters, raising his rifle. Hope you enjoy your stay.